As a matter of fact, I would like to ask a few things, madam. Ask away. If the phantom requires a small stool, are they a child or a woman? No, the phantom is an adult male. How would you know that? Because it was clearly a man's voice that I heard. Ah, and a very rich and sweet voice. One day I heard someone knocking on the door of box 5. So I went inside to see who was there, but to my surprise, there was no one. Well, of course there was no one there. But then it happened. Madam Geary, I'm sorry to trouble you, but could you please bring me a little stool? Don't be frightened, I'm the Phantom of the Opera. The voice was so soft and gentle that my fear subsided. Oh, so what happened next? I'll tell you this certainly, gentlemen. The voice owner must have been sitting on the comfortable chair on that left in the first row. The voice was coming from where you're standing right now, Viscount. Wait, so there was nobody, only a voice? This is like... Richard, there must be something wrong with this lady's head. I must agree. So what did you do? I brought him a stool. And ever since then, the Phantom has given me a coin as a tip every day. Sometimes, when I hadn't come in a while, he would give me a note. Hang on, old lady. If the voice from last evening is the Phantom's, you're saying your disembodied voice has been tipping you off? What? Old lady, how rude! The money was always placed on this table. Heavens, how is that even possible? One time, he even left a box of my favorite English sweets. Oh, what a kind ghost the Phantom is. Oh, please, a kind ghost? What other evidence do you have that you're not just imagining things? Mr. Marshman, does that answer your questions? I've heard Madame's story, but I'm still... Ah, Viscount de Chagny, please hold on a moment. You heard the woman right. At this rate, Madame Geary could offer up this opera house and our authority to the Phantom in wholesale. You're right about that. I don't want to see Madame Geary work here ever again. Remy, Madame Geary no longer has the position at this opera house as of today. Please duly relay the information to Madame Geary. But... Never mind, understood, Mr. Richard. Very well, Madame Geary, off you go then. Then goodbye, gentlemen. Hang on. A pleasant voice, seemingly coming out of nowhere? That reminds me of the voice I heard in Christine's dressing room. Let's head back, Richard, and Viscount de Chagny, come with us if you still have business to settle with us. I feel so bad for Madame, as well as Miss Geary. How could we ever trust the box seat to someone lured by the Phantom? Richard, something about this does not feel right. How about we take another look at box 5? No, thank you. The more interest I take in that thing, the more displeased I become. We did discover some important information, did we not? Remy, get in touch with Mr. Milford. Hello, Mr. Commissioner. Hello, and good news? We believe we found the culprit behind Miss Briquet's death. Mr. Piquet's death. Well, I appreciate you making my job easy, but this could make the police look incompetent. Really? Who's the culprit? It's none other than Madame Geary. She was ordered to the so-called Phantom to commit the murder on his behalf. What was the motive for the murder? You two must be correct. A few coins and some English sweets are such a strong motive. That explains all the violent crimes out there. Of course not. The Phantom was trying to set an example for us by having the lady kill someone important, like the stage manager. My goodness, what flawless deduction. So, do we need to arrest Madame Curie now? But you haven't been able to uncover the Phantom, who the Phantom is, when he's the one who supposedly gave the orders. Is that important here? It's crystal clear who committed the murder. Madame Curie would do anything for the Phantom, so who would keep her from committing murder from him too? We tried to come up with reason to get her fired from the opera house. And this one surely sounds plausible than the Christine Diet conspiracy theory. Wait, when you say Christine Diet conspiracy theory, are you trying to get Christine fired from the opera house? What business is it yours, Viscount? Remy, see the Viscount out. You attempting to force me out now? I beg your pardon, Viscount. Allow me to escort you outside. So long, Viscount de Chagny. Ah, it's so nice to see the back of that troublemaker. But I did not like the way he looked at us just now. What does the Viscount think of us? Viscount, please wait. My apologies, Viscount. Personally, I don't like this one bit, but I have no choice but to follow my orders. Orders, you say? It's most probably because they were discussing something they'd rather I didn't overhear. I need to hear from you, Remy. Where are the managers up to? I apologize, but I am not at liberty to say. People such as I must do as we're told, making a living. As you wish. Continue to let the managers control you forever, then. After Christine is fired, you could be next. What will you say then? Surely you've never such concerns, Viscount. Madame Geary does seem suspicious, but there is no definite evidence or motive for murder. If she really did commit murder, just for a handful of coins, she would be indeed a heinous villain. But no person in their right mind would do such a terrible thing for just paltry sums. The real culprit must be someone else, whether it's the Phantom of the Opera or another employee at the opera house. Since the framed Madame Geary, surely they could do the same to Christine. I mustn't allow them to embroil Christine in their murder case. Ugh. I was doing pretty good that time, but I still made mistakes, of course. Anyway, see you in the next one.